So I am Michaela L. Carson. I'm an author coach and a writer myself. And on this 3 Minute Thursday, we're going to talk about three ways or places that you might be able to find a critique partner. I'm going to go ahead and get my timer started. If you are struggling to find that ideal, perfect critique partner, someone who gives you honest, constructive feedback without crushing your spirit, because that part stinks, I'm going to share three ways that you can find a critique partner to go to the next level. Okay, so the first one is to join writing groups and forums. This can be in person or online. There's options for both. So you want to ask yourself, how have you been proactive about connecting with other writers? So obviously if you're watching this video, you're either in my author group or maybe you're on my YouTube channel. What are you doing to connect with the people that are in those spaces with you? Are you part of any writing communities, Reddit forums, Facebook groups? There's something I just learned about. I haven't dabbled in it myself, but it's called Critique Circle. It's a free option that might be worth looking into. What kind of feedback are you looking for? Look for people that are genre specific. They're going to give you more concrete information. What do you need? Are you looking for someone to help you with plot, with grammar, pacing? I think personally, I think peer critique is the best for developmental editing because they understand writing and they see it differently than the rest of us do, or like a regular reader would. So I love peer critique for that. And then you've got to put your work out there. That's the hard part. I know if you haven't done it before, but once you find that person, you've got to do an exchange or a swap and start getting the feedback from people. A second place, so there's the groups and forums. A second place is to network at writing conferences and workshops. If you have local community workshops at your colleges or schools or things like that, there's a lot of opportunities for that. Some of them are even online, so you can look into those. We are doing in this group right now it's once a month. We're doing a grow gathering where you guys can just connect and maybe you can find a peer critique partner in there. So ask yourself, when was the last time you attended a writing event? And again, be clear about what you're looking for when you start having these conversations. The third place, social media and other online communities. So how do I say this? You can use hashtags and things like that and try to find people that way. I don't recommend it because I think you need to be relational. I think you need to know the person to have it be someone trustworthy. You don't want to just find a random person you've never met and be a critique partner. You want to know that you're going to be a good fit. But there are things like Discord and Slack and stuff like that have writing groups. And maybe in there's like specific critique ones that fit what you're looking for. And then build relationships. That's the most important part. You can do that in the author group on Facebook. You can do it in the collective if you're a collective member, which is growing every month. We're seeing new people every quarter. So that's my timer. So that would be the place to utilize those online communities and think outside of just social media, but look at, like I said, Discord and things like that. So if you are looking for a critique partner, what's the biggest thing that's been holding you back? Let me know in the comments. If I have any tips or suggestions, I'll throw them your way. And if you have a great critique partner already, share in the comments how you found them because that might help somebody else find the person that they're looking for. And if you don't have any writer friends, make friends with them on social media, engage with people in the comments in our group, and that will be the first step. All right, that's our time. Plus a bonus. Sorry. And thank you guys. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day.